Morning everyone. So before the next video, which will be myself, Chaya and Christina showing you how to use our new Neurotris machine, I just want to show you the machine in case you think, well, what is it? So this is the machine you will get. Now when you turn the on button on, you will have a P1, and if you press it again, you get, I'm saying here, the joys of, you get P1 or P2. So P1 is going to be for lifting and to getting more of a lift, and P2 is for more of a relax and a stretch. But we will go into that in greater detail when the time comes. And so what you get is you get some plastic gloves, which you'll use first, they go on first, and then you put the gloves on, and the little clips there that will clip into, oh, here we go, we've done one here already. And then there's a little strap that you've got on your arm that can clip on, so it actually goes on your arm, so when you're using it. You can do time-wise anything from 10, 15 minutes. You can actually use it up to 30, 35 minutes, to be honest with you, if you've got the time. But I would say less, little and often is better, because then you actually start using it and doing it properly. So we're going to do little videos here and there of how to use it, what it's using, lifting, all different things. Just because at the moment we're limited to how many hours we can work, how many clients we can see. There's only one therapist working at one time. So we just want to give you some things to use at home to keep your skin looking great. So I hope you enjoy the three of us talking. It's actually quite entertaining. We could have a little, yeah, it's going to be fun. So hope you enjoy. And any questions, any feedback, anything you want us to do, just please ask us, because we're not all working in the clinic now full time, so we do have some time on our hands, and we're happy to just do what we can to help. So enjoy.
Okay, good morning everyone. We're going to do a bit of microcurrent for you to see us. This will be fun. The first thing I would like to know that you have been drinking a lot of water. This is important with the microcurrent. We're all gonna do it together, so I'm going to do a bit of my neck, okay? Microcurrent will be good, really good to stretch, to work out the muscles, to stimulate the energy of the skin, also to help you to release the fascia. So I'm going to work out a little bit to wake up my neck, okay? Ladies, get ready. So I started through my décolleté. I kind of slowly, I've got my machine all plugged up. I've got gel in my hands. So I slowly release it to starting from the middle, not too strong, not too soft, and not too fast. Releasing for the shoulders.
So Chris, can I just stop? Can you just let people know what poor Chaya's doing up there?
What?
We need to let everyone know why Chaya hasn't got her gloves on.
I haven't seen Chaya. I don't see
okay.
Chaya. Why I don't see Chaya?
Let me explain. Chaya hasn't got her gloves on. She's going to show you how.
I'm doing it for the people that don't have microcurrent at home.
Okay.
And you'll be floor lifting.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. Okay, I can see you, Chaya, now. I can see everyone now. So it doesn't matter. Obviously, if you have the microcurrent, you are doing double. But it still works because you're helping to release the fascia. And when the fascia is tight, it keeps everything tight. Starting through the décolleté, your neck, and your whole face. So that's why Chaya is doing it without the gloves. We having it with the microcurrent, and Chaya is doing it without it. So when you will feel like sometimes you find a little bit, few knots on the way. That is what we call the fascia. And it's nice to release that, because if we release that, our face is gonna be happy. So on the neck, moving from there, so when you done few movements in there, quite nicely, I can feel a bit of the current. So we're going to the neck. So we hold from one corner and we stretch it back slowly. All the way to the trapezius. So you're stretching your trapezius. That's the name, isn't it, girls?
Yeah, traps.
Okay, so you slowly stretch all the way. And if you feel the tension, stop in there and hold it for a few minutes. And let your hands guide you. And let go. So slowly you hold, you stretch. And if you feel a tension, a resistance, hold it in there for a few minutes. Don't rush. And stretch it up. Okay, so you repeat that a few times as well. It's always good. And you get in the microcurrent, you get in the stimulation, you are stimulating the ATP of the cells. Okay, so now we change to the other side. So we start again on the corner, and with the other hand, move it up. It will be always nicer when we do it to you or when I get it done by someone, but it still works when we do it ourselves. It's different. And you know, now that we have more time at home and we have this pandemic, we can keep our faces looking good and stimulated. Okay, once you've done that a few times, you can do from your décolleté, from the bottom of your décolleté, and coming all the way up to your chin. Doesn't matter if you have to move, doesn't matter if you have to move your head, still with a slow movement, and also without rushing. You feel yourself. Feel the stretch. Nice. I can feel the current here on my chin. Okay, when we done that a few times, we get a little bit more gel if we need to. I have wet my hands, and I'm gonna put a bit more gel on my fingers. The gel that we're supposed to send you. Okay, here we go. Oh. And I'm gonna start with my face, with my jaw. So I start on the middle, putting my hands in the middle, bringing my hands all the way, holding really my jaw on the top and on the bottom.
Chris, I can't see you properly. You might need to adjust your camera to show a bit more of your face. That's better.
Okay, can you see me like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hands on your jaw in the middle, and you stretch all the way to your bottom of your ears. And the jaw is very important, and sometimes we need a lot of release on the jaw because we do find a lot of bumps on the way, which that is fascia. And when the fascia is tight, doesn't leave the muscle move, or everything is contracted. How does it feel, girls?
Nice.
Yeah, no, very nice.
You do it slowly, and when you feel a knot or something, you stop for a few minutes, hold it in there, and then carry on a little bit. And even without microcurrent, this is good to do at home because you are releasing the muscle, you are stimulating the muscle and the circulation and the blood flow. Okay. So Who's gonna take over now, please?
I'll do it. So I haven't got the microcurrent machine at home, but what I do have is my Auralift. So you can also, at this stage, if you've got your Auralift, you can pop the Auralift in your mouth and carry on massaging with or without microcurrent, and it will enhance the effects of the treatment. I'm not going to put my Auralift in because otherwise I won't be able to talk to you. But if you have it, pop it in right now.
I can put mine in.
Okay.
As she says. Hold on. I've got mine here.
Right. So if you pop it in, then what we're going to do is we're going to work on this whole cheek area and the muscle around here, because this is the one we use the most. We're talking, with chewing, everything we do. Now, what you want to do is you want to have your fingers, so we're working from the ear line here, so about where your earring would be. Make that as your center point. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your fingers on either side, not a very firm pressure, kind of a light to medium pressure, and you are just going to let your fingers gently glide, really slowly. If you don't have microcurrent, you don't really need to put product on the skin, because you should already have your Dermavigil's cream on, and that will be enough glide. And your fingers will guide you, and you can sometimes end up stretching further right up into the hairline. Just go as far as it feels comfortable, and then you feel a resistance and you can hold, and then you go back along to that center line and you start again and you go upwards. It doesn't need to be a very firm movement here. And then back again, and then just stretch. And then you just repeat this movement a couple of times, just working along that line. Go back to any areas that you find particularly tight. And just carry on working along. Now, if you've got the microcurrent machine on, as you go closer to the eye sometimes, you can feel more of the current. You can put a bit more gel on it this time if you need to, but it's absolutely fine. And then what we're going to do is, once you've done that a couple of times, we're going to work around the lip and the mouth area. So 1 or 2 fingers, depending on how much of a space you've got, and we're just going to stretch the upper lip out.
It feels quite nice with the microcurrent.
Is it very tingly with the microcurrent?
Yeah, well, my top teeth tingle.
Especially around the mouth, I think. But it's nice. It's nice to feel it instead of me doing it.
You hold a lot of tension around here. And then underneath where your chin is, again, 2 or 3 fingers, depending on how much space you have. And this time you're going to keep the one in the middle firm, and then you're just going to pull it outwards.
God, I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, when you're doing these movements at home, you can't really go wrong. Don't feel like, if you feel like your hands want to pull in a different direction, go with it.
Yeah, because stimulating.
And if you feel that it's quite tense in one area, stay in that area for a bit longer. And then as you're kind of going, stretch all the way out. Let that go all the way up towards the ear. And when you get to the top to the ear here, just increase your pressure a little bit to give you a really nice stretch. You can also turn your neck to one side as you're doing this, and that will give you a really nice stretch along the side of the neck as well. And then repeat exactly the same thing on the other side of the face. Just make sure you're even after. This side of my face definitely feels more lighter where I've just done it.
Oh, I can feel a bumpy here on this cheek.
You can also, here underneath, if you've got a bit of a lumpy bump, you can just do
I find this area is quite tense area for everybody. Everybody have very lumpy on the cheeks.
You can go a bit firmer
under the jaw. And you can go and really hold it there for a bit until you release it.
And another nice movement to do is if you turn your hands upside down and you kind of do your fingers in this kind of shape and just go under, so you're kind of, it's like a fishing hook, and you're just hooking the muscle like that, and you're really lifting. You can feel there's like an indentation just under the cheekbone, and if you pull under that and then with the other hand stretch down, that's a really, really nice release.
Wow, that hurts.
You can really feel afterwards, it's like looser, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I just want to go over, because I took out my oar lift. So if you've got the oar lift, and even if you're using it with your hands on its own or with microcurrent, it just, by wearing the oar lift, it keeps your mouth in a certain position. I'm a bit lopsided, aren't I? Am I lopsided?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, okay, I've got to even myself out before I go to work.
You need to go to the other side now.
Yeah, I've done this side.
Yeah.
So I'll even myself out. So what this is just, so what we're going to do, everyone, if you're watching us now, is we're going to be doing these sort of like videos just every 5 minutes, just to make you aware of what you can do with a microcurrent, what you can do if you're wearing an oar lift, what you can do without the microcurrent, just to give you some tips and tricks to do at home. And then what we'll do, the next video we'll be doing, so we've done the lower half and the neck and the chest, and then we're going to do the upper half and the eyes. So we'll do that next week. Girls happy? Anything?
Very happy. Very happy. I'm gonna be here for a bit more.
But I'm going to stop recording, Chris, so everyone doesn't have to.
No, that's fine.
What?
I need to even myself out.
It's such an amazing feeling to do it with your hands as well.
Have you ever done it?
Because we always, doing the microcurrent with the machine is fun, but doing with your hands is such an amazing feeling.
Yeah. Have you used this machine on yourself?
No, this machine I never used it on myself. I got not the hand one, the one we have.
Yeah, and then what we'll do, the people who have the Myo lift, Chris will be doing some little tips with the probes and things as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the home Myo lift.
Yeah, the home Myo lift.
Yes, that's the one I use on myself these days.
Oh, you can now try both.
Yeah.
Okay, we will be back, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.